Welcome to the beautiful beast. Welcome to this week's edition of The Beautiful Beast. This is a viewpoint looking across to Morocco, and it's on the road from Tarifa to Algeciras, which is, I never can say that right.
So between the trees there is Gibraltar.
This is coming down here.
As we're coming down the hill here.
To Algeciras. So we took it really slow because it was such a long hill there. But we got there in the end. It ended up being a funny old week in the end one way or another. We lost 3 days with me having gout, of all things, which I share about later on. Which made us, we didn't travel around. I was hoping to go to Gibraltar for the day, but that didn't end up happening because I just wasn't mobile enough. So, and we panicked. Oh, I panicked a little bit. I just didn't have enough footage. So it was a bit of an up and down week, and but it did end well in the end with our journey over to Morocco, which you'll see as it comes up. Anyway, enjoy. Morning, van lifers. So it's the day before we go to Morocco. My dearly beloved has been running around like a mad fool buying stuff. Mainly emergency chocolate. You know, gonna be. They probably don't sell chocolate in Morocco, allegedly. But the beast is well. She's looking good. I put half a litre oil in her yesterday. Just topped her up really. So she's good to go. We put gas in this morning. 7 litres of gas. It was about €8, I think. Not too much. And we're just topping up the water. This guy here is just cleaning his van, so once he's done, we'll drop off our grey water. And then, apart from a couple of last minute bits and pieces just to pick up grocery wise, we're ready to go. Early start though, 5 o'clock wake up, which is fine. I think we're on the first ferry. It leaves at 7:30. So it's only an hour and a half. We'll get there 10, 11. Then we got a 16-mile drive to where we're going to park for the first night, which is kind of the other side, but still on the Mediterranean side. So we're not going to follow the normal route, but maybe we can talk a bit more about that tomorrow. But generally, all is well. I don't think this week's video is going to be very long. We've had 3 days, and believe it or not, I had a bit of gout. My toe swelled up. All this van life, good living, caught up with me. So I had a bit of gout, so I had to get rid of that and basically stay off my feet for a few days. So, I've never had gout before, but obviously been eating too much cake. But there you go, it happens. So I'm gonna go sugar free. I've done it before and I'm second day in. But the thing about sugar free is I feel so much better for it. You know, white sugar is the other addiction. That's it, that was the word I was looking for. So you know, and it happens, but we'll see. Hopefully, I feel a bit better already. So, but I will miss the cakes and chocolate and other nice things. But it is what it is. I'll probably be a lot better and I'll probably lose a bit more weight. But generally, I'm feeling good. This being on holiday and just generally not having to hear an alarm bell in the morning, and we wake up when we want to wake up, we go to sleep when we want to go to sleep. I've just started watching Peaky Blinders. You know, everyone told me, and I've seen lots of stuff on Facebook about Peaky Blinders, and it looks amazing. And I'm into the second series. Yeah, what a good program. But when I was at home and when I was working, never had time for anything. All I did was work, eat and sleep. That's all I did. And I don't regret any of that. You know, it's given us the ability to go away and do what we want to do now. Right, I've got to go because we've got a mate, he's leaving, and we've got to do the next bit. Anyway, you have a good day, no drama.
It's huge.
So it was a bit of a shock to the system here this morning at 4:30. I was awake anyway. Didn't sleep very well last night. There was so much noise where we parked. It was just one of those things. I did sleep a bit. I slept from 12 to about 2. Then I woke up and then I kind of slept not very well till 4:30. Then thought, bugger it, I'm getting up. So I got up, made a coffee, dragged Mrs. Ale out of bed, and that was it. So we're now here. So that's it for now. Catch up in a minute. So it's 7 o'clock. Well, it's 1 minute past 7, and we're meant to leave at 7. So I don't really know what's going on. We will see. Only time will tell. Morning, van lifers, back again. So our ferry has been slightly delayed by
A couple of hours.
2 hours, hour and a half. Anyway, so they let us know that there was a delay. So we actually curled up in the back and had a little snooze. Well, I did. Slept like a bloody log. So I got an extra hour's sleep, so that was quite good. But there's the sun just coming over the Rock of Gibraltar. You probably can't see it because of the glare. But we're going to get on, I believe we're going to get onto that boat in a minute. Won't that be exciting? No drama.
Go, go, go.
So we're on board, but Mrs. Ale doesn't want to move because she's enjoying looking at all the number plates.
Yes, only English. Full of Germans. Bloody Germans.
I'll tell you what, there ain't been this many Germans going to North Africa since the Second World War, I'm telling you.
But it is seriously full of Germans. And a few French.
Spanish. Right, that's enough excitement. We're going to go upstairs in a minute and have a look about. Maybe even have a coffee. And finally, we're away. There's the old Rock of Gibraltar. Slowly inching our way out the port. It's a big port as well. Got containers. quite exciting. And then we got an hour and a half to get over to the other side. So what are your thoughts on Morocco so far? Although
Quite
we hadn't
green.
actually got there. But...
Yeah, it's very green.
No, I'm assuming that is the motorway. We have to follow them.
Why is this one going this way?
So they paid more money.
I don't think so. We paid good money, I thought. An hour and a half ferry. 280 pounds.
Euros.
260 pounds, sorry. Is what we paid. Because I paid in pounds.
Yeah, still quite a bit of money. No dolphins today. Which my wife's very upset about.
Yeah,
there you go.
because the Dutch family said that they saw dolphins, or
Well, hello, young man. Passport. Have a good day. This is the company that had a ferry operating between Agadir and I think it was Lanzarote, and it sank, and it's still marooned effectively on the shores in Morocco. We might actually see it. So.
yeah. Tell me when to turn it off.
I thought you better get some paperwork for the truck.
Sorry?
I thought you better get some paperwork for a truck. So we managed to get into Morocco. Wasn't too much of a drama. A couple of funny things happened. We drove through into the customs area, and he said, "Oh, have you been through the X-ray machine?" I was like, "No." "Oh no, you need to go around the X-ray." So I basically reversed down. We reversed down a road, a good 200 yards, and there was the X-ray machine, and so I managed to pull into the X-ray machine, and then all the people that were getting... the thing I must add is that we were the first on the ferry, so we were the first off the ferry, and then we were the first at the X-ray machine. And then all the other rest of the ship followed us in one long line, and about 3 or 4 vehicles got behind us, and they X-rayed it using a lorry system, and we got past that and then got to the police. They took away the registration and my passport, and went out and came back basically with a temporary import piece of paper for the truck. If we lose that, we are in double trouble, but we won't. We'll keep that nice and safe. And then the next mission really was to get some insurance. So we went and found the insurance broker and insured the beautiful beast for 3 months, so we can travel around, all legal. It is only third party, but that was €200, which is, I don't know, 180 quid. But better safe than sorry. So, and it's a legal requirement as in most countries. So we got that sorted out. We were offered a SIM card for €50 for 1 month, which was obviously daylight robbery. So we ended up, luckily we'd already bought one with Carlos, who sold us the ferry tickets for €10. So we knew how to get it. So once we'd left the port, we followed this hill route, which was stunning. There are what a welcome to Morocco, to drive through these beautiful hills. This is Mrs. Hale's camera work, which is okay. Certainly nothing wrong with it. But the hill, another long hill. So we've had 2 days of hills. We carried on, but took it nice and easy. No real issues. But you've got to remember, this is 4 ton of vehicle we're dragging up these hills, and which is all well and good until you have to go down the hills. So we took it once again really slow, coming down another, not super steep. And that's Quetta in the background there. So we did this time. We pulled over, so we're going to pull over in a sec here. And we basically let the engine run for a couple of minutes just to moderate the temperature on the engine. And we were there for 10 or 15 minutes. Give everything cool down, just ease up a little bit, which was fine. So that's what we did. But in the grand scheme of things, it was quite an easy transfer into Morocco. It wasn't really too bad at all. You never really know what you're going to get. So we knew where we were going to go and park. So we found a place, because we use iOverlander, and it's basically a free app. It shows you where you can park free, either wild camp spots or sometimes just car parking areas. So anyway, we ended up in this garage. We were quite tired because we've been awake since 4. Well, I had anyway. I've been awake since 4 o'clock in the morning. I did manage that little hour sleep in the ferry port, but we were pretty shattered. It had been a long journey. So we pull into this garage and literally just park and shut all the blinds, and just rested and ate some food, which was quite nice. The only thing, you can never pick or choose these things. The garage had a guard dog, which was 2 Alsatians, and they were being fed, and they were reasonably well looked after, to be fair. I've seen a few skinny cats since we've been here, poor old things. but so the bloody dog barked quite a few times through the night. I don't know if it was being disturbed by something or I don't know, but cool, what a racket. So I didn't particularly sleep that well at night either, which made the following day with Mrs. Hale, we were both a bit tired and a bit grumpy with each other, and we'll leave it at that. But no, Morocco is definitely going to be experienced. I'm really looking forward to it. What a place. And we'll leave it at that. So I know this has been a bit of an up and down episode this week, but I do hope you've enjoyed it. And what's coming up, really, I'm really looking forward to. So let's see where it goes. I wish you all a really good week, and obviously I do my daily blogs. Feel free to watch them. I put them up on Facebook and on the Beautiful Beast Instagram page, and it just says what we're doing for that day, or me just being bloody stupid, whichever comes first. I can't think of anything else to add, really. Fuel. Fuel's about £1.10, I think, £1.11. So it's not a lot cheaper, but it is cheaper, which is obviously going to save us a few quid in the coming months. Food, we went and did a little bit of shopping, just bread. We bought a French stick for 12p, which didn't seem too bad. And we bought some potatoes in a bag. I think they were about 50p's worth. It seems like we were warned about. I think anything that's imported is expensive. But I'll let you know about that as the weeks go by, and the cost of living and everything else that goes with it. So we drove into Tetuan. It was Saturday morning. It was a bit early, about 9:30. Roads were quite quiet. But my mission was to try and get a SIM card for my mobile, which was, I thought it'd be easy enough to do. As it was, the sat nav wasn't very helpful, and although I didn't follow the sat nav in this instance, I managed to get myself in a bit of a pickle, and then I had to do a little bit of dodgy reversing. In the end, I just had enough. I couldn't really understand how the sat nav, what it was doing. Sat navs have this annoying habit. It's probably because the idiot had put the information in it in the first place. But anyway, for whatever reason, I decided to stop messing about after this and find somewhere to park. Anyway, so we did, and this will keep going until we park up. So we got out the car, walked, and even then we were following the sat nav, trying to find this shop, and it's all over the place. Eventually we found the shop, and it was shut. In fact, it was going to be shut all day Saturday. And you have to ask yourself, would that happen in England? Well, obviously not, but this is the difference when you travel. The reality is that they don't have importance in having shops open on Saturday. I mean, obviously there's fruit and other various shops are open, but I think they've got it right. I think maybe they got the balance right. Maybe it's us who've got it all wrong. For years and years and years, back in my early years, shops were open Saturday morning, and maybe a bit Saturday afternoon, but Sunday they were shut, and that was the norm. And then they would have a half-day closing, I think it was on a Wednesday. And we've allowed ourselves to fall into this Western trap where everything has to be open all the time, and it's all about convenience. Well, have we maybe got that wrong? Maybe, we should look at other countries and see how they got their life. Their balance seems right. Instead of working all the hours under the sun and not seeing enough of our children, and in doing so, in some instances, raising dysfunctional children. I mean, in a dysfunctional world, with dysfunctional parents. I'm not pointing fingers at anyone here, but this is part of it, and maybe, I think they got the balance right. If you have any feelings about this, feel free to add in the comments. It's always good to receive comments, and that's it for this week. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. There's been a lot of yapping from me, but I've been told some people like it. Have a good week, and we'll see you next week. No drama.